Okay, welcome YouTube fans, and welcome to all of you that visited this channel. I want to appreciate you all, and I want to say Happy New Year. And also I want to say Happy New Year to all the subscribers, and I want to say thank you for subscribing to this channel. It means a lot to me and to the growth of the channel. So when you subscribe, you show or indicate an interest that you appreciate the channel and you want to see the channel grow, and that also makes it possible and encourages people like me to keep on looking for content, watch people get entertained. That's why this channel is for the channel. This is 2024, a brand new year. Last year, we posted a few things and I realized not everybody actually subscribed, even though a couple of you, a lot of who visited, watched most of the videos, but you didn't subscribe. So I would appreciate it if you try and subscribe this year, like it, click your notification button, and make it active so that anytime videos is uploaded to this channel, you'll be one of the first to know about that. Also, as we kick off this new year, I have some couple of videos that I posted that speaks about how to move forward into the new year in order for you to achieve what you want, success this year. So try and watch the video and see if it's something that you can apply to your video. Just to introduce you and appreciate everybody that comes to this channel, and I say I look forward to appreciating all of you down the road this year when the channel keeps growing or achieves some significant success. So having said that, I want to say all the best.
As you kick off 2024, let me ride your mind towards motivational tips that can be your pillar to stand on while you hustle it out with this new year. Do you remember the 7 things that poor people do and rich people do not do? If not, let us ride the horse together and watch and listen to the 7 tips.
Seven things poor people do that the rich don't. Number 1, poor people watch TV and rich people read books. How many hours you spend in front of the TV, and when was the last fucking time you read a book? How many books do you read per year? Number 2, poor people get paid based on time, rich people get paid based on results. Let's say you're working at McDonald's. You may be the best floor cleaner on the planet ever, but what value do you bring to McDonald's? Rich people, we get paid based on results, not time invested. Let's say we're working on a product. We spend a year creating, perfecting the product. We bring it to the marketplace and it sucks. It bombs. It doesn't make us a dime. The world doesn't give a fuck. We don't make money. Nobody cares how much time, blood, sweat, and tears we put into creating a product and bring it to the marketplace. How much risk that we take. They don't care. What they care is results. That's why the highest pay athletes in the world. They don't get paid by how many hours they practice, how many times they invested. No, it is how much they perform. They get paid based on performance. Number 3, poor people, they blame others for their misfortunes. Rich people, we take responsibility for our own failures. You see, for poor people, it's always somebody else's fault. It's the economy, it's the government, it's my boss, it's my job, it's my city, it's my neighbor, it's my friends. It's always somebody else. It's never their own fucking fault. Rich people, we take responsibility. If your life stinks, it's your fault. We take responsibility for our own action. When you take responsibility, what happens is you gain power. The power to change. The power to do something different. Remember, lame people blame people. Number 4. Poor people focus on saving and rich people focus on investing. You know what? Don't drink that Starbucks coffee in the morning. Try to save a few dollars and here and there. Well, don't fly first class, fly economy. Always try to save a few dollars. Well, here's the thing. A penny saved is still a fucking penny. You're not gonna get rich by trying to save a few bucks. You don't have a saving problem, you have an income problem. You need to earn a lot more money so you could invest. Number 5, poor people, they know it all. Rich people continuously to learn. You see, poor people are always very opinionated. They always want to tell the world about their opinions, about politics, about sports, about the society, about the government, about every single thing that's around them, versus being humble, willing to learn. Rich people, we're always learning. We're asking questions. We are listening. We are reading books. Continuous learning. Versus saying that I've got an opinion about fucking everything. You know why they always have an opinion, poor people? Because the only way to get a little bit of fucking attention. No different. I can see people, they're watching my video, watching my sales video, closing video, and I just look at that and I laugh. And they comment, oh Dan, you shouldn't close this way. You should close that way. You should say this. When was the last time you fucking closed something? Show me. When was the last time you closed something for $500 fucking $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $100,000. What the fuck have you done? So your opinion doesn't count. Remember, your income can only grow to the extent that you do. Your wealth can only grow as fast as you do. Number 6, poor people believe that money is the root of all evil. Rich people, we believe that poverty is the root of all evil. You've heard of the saying, money is the root of all evil. No, lack of money is the root of all evil. I want you to look at the poorest neighborhoods. I want you to think about those areas. Crime, drug, problems, all kinds of issues. You see, in the history of mankind, no bank's been robbed by someone pulling up in a Rolls Royce. It is the survival, it's the lack of money that's causing the issue. Money itself is neutral. Money is like a tool. You can use it for good or you can use it for evil. It is all up to you. Number 7, poor people, they have lottery mentality, and rich people, we have action mentality. You see, most people, they believe the only way to get rich is buying that lottery ticket. Even though they know that the chance of winning is slim to none, but they buy that fantasy. Hopefully, if I win, I'm gonna buy that house. I'm gonna quit that job. I'm gonna take that vacation. No, rich people have an action mentality. We believe if it's going to be, it is up to me. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make myself successful. I don't need to rely on some third party, and I definitely don't need to rely on some lottery ticket. I'm gonna make it happen. So those are the 7 things that poor people do that the rich don't.
As you have watched and heard, 2024 should be able growths in success. When you think like a rich person, even though you are not yet one, you will start developing the mind and persona of a rich person. This statement, my friend, is a fact. Next, let us dive into the world of faith and belief. Mark 9:23 in the Bible is a verse where Jesus says to a father seeking a miracle for his son, "What do you mean if I can?" Jesus asked. Anything is possible if a person believes. This verse is significant as it emphasizes the power of belief and faith. In the context of the verse, the father was struggling with doubt and unbelief about whether Jesus could heal his son. Jesus responded by stating that anything is possible if a person believes. In relation to how we hustle to survive in society today, this verse can be interpreted as a reminder of the power of faith and belief in overcoming challenges and achieving goals. It suggests that with faith, even seemingly impossible tasks can be accomplished. However, it's important to note that this verse is not promoting the idea that we can achieve anything we want simply by having faith. Rather, it's about having faith in God's ability to do what He wants according to His will. In the hustle of life, we often encounter obstacles and challenges that may seem insurmountable. This verse encourages us to maintain our faith during these times, believing in the possibility of overcoming these challenges. It's about trusting in a higher power in this context, God to provide the necessary strength, guidance, and resources to navigate life's difficulties. However, it's also important to remember that faith should be accompanied by action. In the context of survival in society, this means working hard, seeking opportunities, and making the most of our abilities, all while maintaining a strong belief in the possibility of success and the power of resilience. The Bible, which is a book of faith, provides numerous examples of seemingly impossible situations that were overcome through faith. Let us take a look at some of these examples. 1. Esther's courage. In the book of Esther, Queen Esther faced the seemingly impossible task of saving her people, the Jews, from a decree of extermination. Despite the risk to her own life, she had faith and courageously approached the king, which resulted in the salvation of her people. 2. Naomi and Ruth's survival. In the book of Ruth, Naomi and her daughter-in-law Ruth faced severe hardship after the death of their husbands. Despite their desperate situation, they maintained their faith, which eventually led to Ruth marrying Boaz, ensuring their survival and establishing a lineage that led to King David and ultimately Jesus Christ. 3. Moses and the Exodus. Moses faced the seemingly impossible task of leading the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt. Despite the might of Pharaoh and the hardships of the journey, Moses' faith in God led to the successful exodus of the Israelites. 4. Jesus' miracles. Jesus performed numerous miracles that seemed impossible, such as healing the sick, feeding thousands with a few loaves and fishes, and raising the dead. These miracles, which were acts of faith, demonstrated the power of God and the possibility of overcoming seemingly impossible situations. 5. Peter walking on water. In the New Testament, Peter was able to walk on water when he kept his eyes on Jesus and had faith. Although he began to sink when he focused on the storm around him, Jesus saved him, demonstrating that faith can enable us to do what seems impossible. 6. The bleeding woman. A woman who had been bleeding for 12 years touched Jesus' cloak in faith and was healed. Despite her long-standing condition and the crowd around Jesus, her faith led to her healing. 7. David and Goliath. David, a young shepherd, faced the giant warrior Goliath. Despite the odds, David's faith in God led him to victory, demonstrating that faith can overcome seemingly impossible challenges. By significance, these examples show that faith can empower individuals to overcome seemingly impossible situations. However, it is important to note that faith is not just about believing in the possibility of success, but also about trusting in the Creator's will and timing, even when situations seem hopeless.